Bitcoin finally breaks $12,000, then it dumps. But is it going to dump some more? We'll talk about that. Keep watching. Hey, welcome to BlockRoots. I am Josh, and as always, on behalf of my co-founder, Canner and Clark, we just want to say welcome to the channel. If you've not yet subscribed, go ahead and do so below. Click the red button to get notifications, and then leave a comment, because every time you leave a comment on our video, we want to put you in a $100 Bitcoin giveaway that we do each and every week. We're going to do that actually again today. I think we did it earlier in the week, but I'm going to go ahead and do it today because we're going to be out the next few days. So Canner and Clark and myself, I'm going on vacation. He's going to go on vacation with his family, so we'll be out for the next few days. So we'll probably make a video maybe Thursday or Friday, so just be aware of that. I want to go ahead and do a video today, leave a comment, and then that'll put you in the drawing for this upcoming week, so make sure that you do that. But as always, if you're new to the channel, welcome. We always like to give non-sensational technical analysis on the crypto markets and Bitcoin. So we'll go ahead and talk about the Bitcoin chart. Nothing is financial advice, and we've had an exciting last couple of days. Now, the big thing about Bitcoin right now, if you look at the chart, is that it has actually pulled back its first major pullback since May or June earlier this year in 2020. And so this pullback actually went up over 12K, where Bitcoin was kind of a tease for a while. I even said that on Twitter. I was like, okay, Bitcoin, you can break 12K now. And then finally, after dangling price in front of us for so long, the wells, they allowed us to go up. It looked like a lot of people stepped up before 12,500. That was actually my key area to take profits, but that was a major area here on the daily level. The previous highs around 12,500 to 12,900. Bitcoin wells thought otherwise. They went ahead and dumped the price back down. So we went over 12,100 all the way back down to 10,500. That's about a 13% drop for Bitcoin. But the good news is that it actually has bounced significantly, right? We hit 10,500 and now we're back over 11,200. But if you want to know, I'll go ahead and share the bad news. Now, the bad news is that Bitcoin actually broke back down below a major market structure that I was watching to break on the weekly. Now, if you look here on the weekly chart, I'm going to go ahead and put this up. You're going to notice that price wicked up above on the weekly chart and then has since dropped below that. And that is around 11,531. This is a key area on the weekly chart that has held the price underneath it since back in January 2018. So this is over 2.5 years old. It would have been a big deal if Bitcoin broke above this and closed on the weekly today. And so I was getting really excited about that personally. Now, that's because it's very likely that buyers, big buyers with lots of money, we can say big players, would have jumped in after a key break in market structure at that area, as after that, really we didn't have much left to go, up to 13, 14,000, and then all the way up to around 19,000 after that as far as the weekly chart. So that would have been a big deal. We're going to look to break that here in the coming weeks. I don't know if we're going to quite make it yet in the next few hours, but I do think that eventually Bitcoin will make its way back up over 11,531 for the weekly close. So while we're under the weekly area, the key market structure there, the good news though is that Bitcoin, right? Remember, it is finally, this week, it finally broke up above 10,500, that same area that has held us below that price since September or earlier of 2019. So it's been about a year since we've been back over that and closed above it, and we finally have. And the good news is that Bitcoin also bounced at that area. So that is a key structure that I'm watching, and that goes to show that it's a strong support, because for price to break down here and bounce quite aggressively off that goes to show me that this is a key area that I want to keep watching. And the good news is that we're above it and we're yet to break below it. Now, I'm not going to get worried if we do break below this on the daily chart. That is a close on the daily, not actually a wick down. I would start to get worried that we come back down in this previous market area. So just know that we want to stay above 10,500 on a daily close, or I start to get worried that we can continue to move on back down. But remember also, we do have some CME futures gaps for Bitcoin down below 10,000, I believe. And so that is also a key target area where price, again, much like this wick, can move on down here closer to the support at 10,500, wick below it, and then come back up within this structure. I wouldn't put it out of the question in the coming weeks, so just be on the lookout for that. Currently, right now, I'm looking for a range of Bitcoin in between these two prices of 10,827, the previous daily open, right, where price wicked above it, but couldn't get any further above it. And then down here around 10,500, 10,572. I mean, around 10,500 is all you need to know, and around 11,800. I do believe that on the smaller time frame specifically, price can range back and forth here for Bitcoin. And while that happens, I do believe that other things can happen with the altcoins and Ethereum, and that's what I want to talk about next. Because as you can see here on the daily chart for Ethereum, Ethereum has been red hot as well, and has made its way up to over around 419, 420 on some exchanges. I think this is actually the Coinbase exchange where it hit around $4.14. And then after that too, it was not immune to the Bitcoin drop as it dropped down to around the 325 area, 326 area on the chart. But the good news is, if you take a look at this, this is the daily chart. Look at that wick, right? That's a huge wick on Ethereum, which shows that buyers have stepped in and have pushed the price back up. That looks way better than even the Bitcoin chart. So again, for Ethereum to be so red hot lately and so bullish, for the wick to be bought up or price to be bought up like that and push this up and make a wick like this, I wouldn't be surprised if Ethereum continued to make its way back up above $400. If you look on the 4-hour chart here on Ethereum, exactly where this bounced at around 361 is an area that we want to continue to hold as support. And so I do believe that we could see some ranging as far as Ethereum in between this 415, 420 area all the way down to 361. As long as Bitcoin ranges, I do believe that Ethereum, like I said a second ago, will make its way up, break above this area, and continue on up to the mid to $400 area. And also, too, if Ethereum continues to range with Bitcoin or moves up, that's not also good for just Ethereum, but that's also good for altcoins as well that will rally behind Ethereum if it continues to move on up or if it just ranges. Now, speaking of one altcoin that is doing pretty amazing as always is Chainlink, right? With the Link Marines who have stepped up and have bought up Link since it dropped down below $7 with that wick down. So notice that wick looks just as good as the Ethereum Link, that it went down to around 692 and pushed back up over 881 or so. And so again, Link has looked phenomenal here, and it tends to do well. Now, if you're looking to trade anything when it comes to these Bitcoin dips, if Bitcoin does bounce, one of the best altcoins to trade or be in or to buy the dip in is Chainlink, because it tends to buy up quite well, because I do believe that there is a lot of bullish sentiment behind Chainlink. So what I'm watching right now on the 4-hour here, it's for a close back above the high of $8.70. I do believe that if Link can make its way back up above $8.70, test that close above it, that we're not only going to move above $9, but we can make our way up to $10. And so Chainlink is a phenomenal asset to be in. If you're looking to Chainlink specifically with leverage, if you're looking to trade it with derivatives, I would check out Phemex.trade. They are our partner. And again, this is one of the only few exchanges that you can trade Chainlink on Phemex. And now, speaking of Phemex too, I even put out a tweet about Phemex because they are our partner. But not only that, I said check out Phemex.trade. And for you too, if you've not yet done that, they continue to build a great product, and they are one of the only, if not the only, platform that doesn't freeze up due to the volatility when it comes to the crypto markets. And so every other exchange does tend to have a lot of issues because their transactions per second, their engine can't work up with all the volatility. And so again, it can't keep up with it. So Phemex has over 300,000 transactions per second. So again, if you've not yet traded on Phemex, I don't know what you're waiting for. If you don't like it, then don't use it. At least try it out and notice how quickly your orders get filled. And that's on small orders or large orders. And again, if you're looking not to get stopped out on your leverage trades, if you're looking not to have major issues with slippage during these high volatility times, you have to check out Phemex.trade. And again, I even told people on Twitter, and I shouted out to Kraken because I was on Kraken where I will occasionally trade a little bit. And then I had a lot of Ethereum on there trying to get out around 408 to 410. I noticed the dip started to happen and I was rapidly trying to get out and I couldn't. And all of a sudden there was an overload on Kraken, and then it ended up market selling me at $300.75, which is 10% less than what I put it into. And so again, I'm not happy at all with Kraken. And I'm telling you right now that I'm going to move those Ethereum over to Phemex to trade because I can't risk that anymore, especially if you have a big order or a big size in a position. You don't want to have the overload issue because you end up losing money or you get liquidated or you get stopped out. So again, that issue happened with me over at Kraken. So I'm going to move that Ethereum along with my Bitcoin over to Phemex. So if you haven't checked it out yet, make sure to do so. So, other than that, really, we just want to talk about the range today with Bitcoin, with Chainlink, with Ethereum, just look at those areas that we want to keep an eye on. But before we go, I want to go ahead and give $100 of Bitcoin to one of you who subscribed as well as commented on our latest video. So we'll go ahead and pick out the winner right now. And so the winner of $100 of Bitcoin this week is... that would be George Gill. Keep it up. I'm getting info here that I don't find with the others. George Gill. So again, congratulations, George. I will send you $100 in Bitcoin to your current address that you have right here. So again, congratulations. And if you're interested in winning $100 of Bitcoin, the only thing you have to do is subscribe to the channel, go ahead and leave a comment and engage. And we'd love to put you in that $100 giveaway drawing each and every week. So that's it for today. What I want you to remember is watch 10,572, watch 11,827 for Bitcoin. Expect some chop, some volatility here. That could be good as it slows down a little bit for altcoins and Ethereum to pick up. If Ethereum continues to lead Bitcoin, that could also possibly cause Bitcoin to move up as well. So again, this is going to be some good chop. We did need a nice pullback, and so don't get too worried. A lot of altcoins can actually recover from this. So keep an eye on this over the next few days. Do expect volatility. It's great for trading. If you're a holder, sit tight, put on your stop loss, as always, and make sure that you practice proper risk management. That is always important. Never put in more than what you're willing to lose. And so anyway, with that said, everyone have a great day. We look forward to seeing you here in a few days. Make sure to leave a comment on the video. And as always, to trade effectively, and we'll see you guys soon.